Hello, Internet. It is Idol Malik Aaron, and welcome back to Box Office Predictions. Today we're going to be talking about Barbarian. So, as usual, we're going to be going over the pros and cons. So, let's get to it. Pros. The reviews are kind of stellar. Actually, pretty stellar. Which is surprising considering this whole movie had the vibe that it was being dumped. Like it was one of those movies that the studio knew was bad and they just threw it out there just to die. But this really isn't like that, to my surprise. Its Rotten Tomato score was like a 91%, which is infinitely higher than I thought it would be. And I'm looking at Rotten Tomatoes like off screen. And its audience score is also decently high, 76%. So word of mouth will not be a problem here from the critical side or the audience side. So yeah, good reviews, good word of mouth, great. So that's a pro. Another pro is that this movie has had actual advertising. I thought for sure we have another Empty Man situation, which we kind of did, but it wasn't as bad. Because if you remember, The Empty Man, the trailer for that debuted 1 week before the movie came out. It's unbelievable that happened. But here it was at least a month, I think. Maybe it was a month or two before it was released. So I mean that's a lot better. But yeah. Yeah, this I've seen quite a bit of ads for this, so it's clear that, you know, this is 20th Century Studios, right? Well, Disney, they didn't completely give up on it if they're willing to spend ad money on it. So I consider that to be a pro. This movie's actually getting ads. Another pro is that competition is oh, it's so sad. I have zero doubts that this will be like the low point of maybe the whole year. Potentially it'll be close. It should at least be like the second worst weekend of the whole year, because every other movie, like we haven't had a movie open over to have like 10 million on a weekend since Dragon Ball Superhero. So like last 2 weeks the highest number was like 6.8. That is terrible. The fact that, every movie out there is either a non-starter or is insanely old. So that might give this movie a chance to shine. It'll at least be number one. I don't know if it'll be a strong number one, but it'll be number one. So I consider that to be a pro. Lack of real competition. I think that's it, really. Okay, so cons. As I said, this movie for a while, it gave me the vibe that they weren't even trying. Disney wasn't even trying promoting it, because this is from 20th Century Studios, and as you know, their track record is the rockiest I think I've ever seen, ever. I mean, sure, they have Free Guy, but after that, ugh. I mean, earlier this year, we've had Death on the Nile, which didn't didn't do very well. And then Bob's Burgers movie, which bombed. So, yeah, that's not great. Now, they do have Avatar The Way of Water in a few months. That should make money. That should print money, realistically. And not to mention, last year they had some bombs like Kingsman, West Side Story, and Ron's Gone Wrong, and Last Duel, Empty Man, New Mutants. It's oof. It's ugly. So yeah, being a 20th Century Studios movie, it's not a great sign. So I would consider that to be a con. Another con is that, again, this movie felt it had like this real dump quality to it, like the type of movie a studio dumps out just to get it out there and never deal with it ever again. That's what it felt like. In fact, I remember like there was like a comment where someone mentioned like, "How is this theatrical but Prey isn't?" As you know, Prey is like the newest Predator movie. It's a prequel, debuted on Hulu last month. And Prey, despite having like a kind of iffy trailer, from what I hear, the movie's actually pretty darn good. And a lot of people say that movie really could have benefited from being theatrical instead of this. So, uh. But yeah, like I don't know. I kind of doubt this movie's gonna have like this big, like I guess, boost in um attention in anticipation, like at the last minute, like the moment it comes out, because that really doesn't happen for movies. Like that hype anticipation that starts like weeks, months, even a whole year in advance. It doesn't start when the movie comes out. So yeah, lack of hype, general hype for a long time. That's a con. When it comes to direct competition, I know we had the invitation 2 weeks ago. That may or may not affect this. And then next week we got Pearl from A24, the X prequel. And then 2 weeks after that, there's Smile. So there's a lot of direct competition around Barbarian. So that's a con. I guess it's preview numbers. I mean, they're okay. They're better than the invitations. Not by a whole lot, but they're still a little better. With 850,000. So that's good, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, that's I guess that wouldn't even be a con. That's more of like a small pro. And I think that's it, really. I mean, I guess I can mention the cast, but there's like Bill Skarsgård, Pennywise from It, and Justin Long, who I haven't heard from in forever. But I don't think they're gonna have much of an impact here. So, opening weekend. This is tough. I don't see this going above 10 million, even with its high scores. I don't see it happening. I think it will do better than what I thought it would. I thought it was going to do like only 5 million. I think it will do better than that. So I'm going to say between 7 and 9 million opening weekend. I think that's achievable. And its total, it could hit 20, like 20 to 25. I think that's achievable too. And yeah, that's it. So that was Barbarian, and for the longest time, I thought that was the only movie I was going to be talking about this weekend, but no. No, no, no. This movie right here, Bras Mastra Part 1 Shiva, has come out of thin air, and I'm like, okay, I guess I gotta talk about that. Not talking about Medieval, though, because I don't even know how many theaters it's playing, so I might as well just not talk about it at all. So after Bra Mastra, then that's it for the weekend. The next week, I know I'm doing Woman King. I know I'm doing Pearl. I know I'm doing See How They Run. I don't know about Clerks 3. I don't know about Running the Bases. So you'll know, obviously you'll know what prediction videos will happen when they get uploaded and published. But yeah, that's what things look like next week. So, and I might as well mention the rest of September. Don't Worry, Darling, the Avatar re-release. I can't wait to talk about Don't Worry, Darling. There's so much juicy content with that movie. Lots of drama and controversy. Should be a good one. And then we end the month with Bros and Smile. So, yeah. Anywho, yeah, that's it. That's all. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, turn notifications, share the whole drill. Want to check out more videos like this? Got playlists on the homepage. While previous prediction videos I made this year, for all like the big movies, small movies. I guess for the 20th Century Studio movies, did Death on the Nile, did Bob's Burgers movie. So I did those two. I guess I might as well mention all the other Disney movies Doctor Strange 2, Lightyear, Thor: Love and Thunder. Did all of them. So if you want to watch any of those prediction videos, go right ahead. There's also the canceled series where I go over all the movies that were supposed to come out but didn't. I covered Barbarian once. Yeah, it was once. I think this was supposed to come out like in late August, and then it got pushed to September. I don't have to find the episode. 137, okay. I talked about it in that episode 137. There's 151 episodes. Haven't made an episode in 2 weeks, which is nice. So want to watch any of those past cancel episodes? Go right ahead. I encourage you to do it. Binge it from beginning to now. Go do it. There's also the box office recaps where I go over the box office results for any particular month. August recap, I meant for that to come out earlier this week, but I was stuck with schoolwork, and it's ugh. I'm hoping to get it out tomorrow, and then next week I do my 2-part recap for summer, the winners and losers. That's the plan. Hopefully nothing happens that changes it. So look forward to those videos, but if you want to watch any of the past recap videos I made on the channel, you can go right ahead. And yeah, that's it. That's all. I am out, and goodbye.